Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Savage. This is episode 42. Jay is not here today. He's calling out sick. We got Dave here. We forced him to watch SmackDown. Let me lower the music here a little bit. Jay is gone, like I said. Dave, how you doing, buddy? Did you enjoy tonight at all?
Funny enough, SmackDown wasn't that bad, being how terrible usually it is.
Yeah, it wasn't actually completely terrible tonight. For me, the only reason it wasn't completely terrible is because of the announcement we got earlier today, letting us know that Vince McMahon would be on the show. And considering all the recent events, which we may or may not get into later today, it was pretty exciting. I wanted to know right away what this guy had to say. And here we go. SmackDown opens up live. And right away, we don't hear Michael Cole, we don't hear Pat, we don't hear a commercial, just silence. And all of a sudden, you hear the music. No chance in hell. Vince just coming straight to the ring, strutting, power walk, same look on his fucking face that he always has when he comes out to address the WWE Universe. Not giving one shit about what anyone on the planet says, thinks, anything. Doesn't matter. He says it's a privilege to stand in front of the WWE Universe, especially in Minnesota. Even Vince McMahon going for the cheap pop. WWE signature, he talks about. The signature line you hear every time the show starts. When you watch my show. Then forever, now, then, forever, and together. The most important word, together. He says, welcome to SmackDown. And then he gets out of the fucking ring. And he fucking leaves. Because he lets you know in that clear, concise statement that that's exactly what it means. Vince McMahon is now, then, and forever together. I love it. He's basically letting you know he's not going to abandon you. No matter what happens, no matter what they say about him, no matter who sues him, no matter if he has to get divorced, it doesn't matter what's coming his way, which is probably nothing. I think this was a very smart storyline that, they're using as a storyline. And they're not mentioning it, obviously, because they don't need to say anything. They're going to let me, you, and the rest of the world say everything they want and write all their stories, publicize it, put it on fucking God knows how many news outlets and media sources. They're going to go to town with this thing over the next year. And WWE is going to fucking thrive for it. Stephanie McMahon today became the interim CEO. She's now basically the label of boss. Vince obviously still going to be in creative control because he's fucking Vince McMahon. So even if you think you're going to get away with shit, you're not, because he will pick up the phone and call his daughter and say, fire him, do this, do that. But Stephanie is the boss now. And I like today, she said a statement. Usually when they make these statements, they talk about the millions of fans. We're here to entertain the millions of fans. But today, she didn't say millions of fans. You saw what she said, right? She said billions. I'm so honored to entertain the billions of fans around the world. Because that's exactly what's going to happen from all this. Sex sells. Sex has always sold. Sex will always sell. And that's what this is all about. This is all about sex and how much of it Vince McMahon has had over the past 40 years. And when they make the Lifetime movie, and when Hollywood starts making their movies, because there will be Vince McMahon biopic movies that are going to come out over the next 3-4 decades. And each one is probably going to get better and better and spicier. Because if you think that any of the daytime soap operas that your mamas watch on TV have anything on Vince McMahon's life, Vince McMahon's life is probably one of the most interesting lives ever lived. And it's going to be crazy to see how all this unfolds. Dave, what are your thoughts on Mr. Vince McMahon and, this whole sex scandal in general, I guess? Let's just get it out of the way now so we can move on with the rest of the show.
To be honest, I mean, if you know the history of Vince McMahon, like, this shouldn't be a surprise.
No, not a surprise at all.
I wasn't shocked by it.
I just think it's convenient timing.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you look at the things that's happening, like when Stephanie first stepped down, and I mean the Triple H thing, that's just coincidence.
I think it's suspect. I think it's suspect.
I don't know. That's a little much. I think that just happened at a wrong timing, or just the timing that it happened. You can't control those kind of things. That's like
no.
But Vince McMahon, I mean, like, he came out still, didn't care. He literally came out and probably had millions of people tune in to hear what he had to say, and he pretty much said nothing. So
I bet you money that at least 4 million people watched that first 3 minutes of SmackDown.
Yeah, those few minutes probably was one of the highest ratings
they've had in a long time. Maybe even 4 million. 3 to 4 million is what I'm speculating.
So, but I mean, like I said, it's Vince McMahon. I'm not surprised. What I am surprised is the outcome of it right now. He had to take a step back, even though he's still pretty much the boss, just in the background. You're not going to see him. You're not probably going to hear much about him now because he's going to be in a cut. But it's sad at the same time. This is Vince McMahon. Without Vince McMahon, we wouldn't have wrestling.
But maybe this is his way of storylining his way out of the company.
I don't know, man, because it puts a tarnishment on him too, especially at this point in his life. Like, he kind of reached a level where you don't think he surpassed that level. Like, he shouldn't be in these kind of things right now. So especially at this time and age where all this bullshit, everybody, you see all these different people in these type of scandals, to hear Vince McMahon is kind of saddening.
But here's the thing.
Especially in wrestling.
We haven't heard any of, like, these ladies all of a sudden, like, say they're victims of anything. Obviously, these are all probably, like, they all wanted it to happen.
Well, they're saying that the whole thing was consensual.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, to me, I don't think that puts a tarnishment on it, because he did his interview with Playboy. He was completely open and honest about the whole situation. He told his wife everything. He admitted to everything he did. But she knew what she was getting into. He even said it. She knew who she was marrying. She knew I was a party animal with an insatiable urge to fuck. And, you
gotta fulfill those grapefruits.
So, like, to me, I don't think that puts a tarnishment, because that's a publication that came out many years ago. That's nothing new. Like, a lot of people don't even know about that interview, to be honest, Only, like, the hardcore fans know about that shit. The masses don't even know it even happened. But, if you look at everything in retrospect, from, the beginning to the end, like, come on, man. Like, first of all, we're talking about, like, the 80s, and back then, like, there was, like, no rules, like there is today. Like, it was a fucking, wild, wild west. as far as business is concerned. Going out there, making moves, making connections. He's signing deals with stadiums, with Donald Trump, with owners of fucking, you know, all the biggest arenas in the world he's dealing with. He's not dealing with, like, Joe Schmo down the block who has the, you know, hardware store. He's dealing with the biggest people in every town in the world. Doing big business. You expect this guy to be doing this big business and not enjoy himself?
Well, it's like we said, he has a history for it anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not surprising. It's just, I feel like at this time and age, I think that it's saddening. It's not surprising, it's just sad.
I just hope this doesn't turn into like
think.
a whole victim thing, and then, you know, one pops up and then another pops up and then another. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to turn into something like that. That's what I'm
From
afraid
what
of.
it seems, you know, that she already like kind of they didn't name who it is, but supposedly she already openly said that, you know, it was consensual. It was, they both knew about it. They both understand about it. And the only problem is right now is that her
A lot of
salary
people are
went
saying
up.
it's Nia
That's
Jax.
that's Nia Jax,
Yeah.
but she got released.
Yeah, but she made like a very cryptic tweet that everyone's been posting pictures about. You didn't see it?
Yeah, but it says a paralegal.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a
The
paralegal.
reports
or-
have been reporting that it's a paralegal that he missed.
Well, I saw the list from earlier today of all the people that, you know, he admitted to sleeping with in the Playboy interview, and the list sounds a little something like this: Sable, Trish Stratus, Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson, Sonny. I mean, like, pretty much every one of them, man. Every one of them, almost. Eva Torres, this guy, like, forget about it, bro. I mean, a lot of people are saying Lita, but other people are saying no. But, yeah, I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Mickey James, probably. I'm sure. Probably the entire NXT division. NXT locker room.
Damn.
Locker room. Guaranteed. Yeah, I don't know. But the real problem is this might bring out other things that are from, you know, they're pretty much like hidden right now, and that's the big problem, and that's what they're trying to avoid, because this is nothing compared to the real stories that, luckily, to money and good PR and lawyers and probably a few hitmen, Dave, along the way, they've been able to keep a lot of shit under the carpet for a long time. A lot of abuse. Mostly with money. But I wouldn't be surprised if they got rid of a couple of problems with once in a blue. Maybe not recently.
Who knows?
80s, 90s.
Wouldn't put it past it.
Crazy
Especially
shit.
back then, yeah.
Crazy shit was going on, bro. But I don't know. Vince is the fucking man.
It's, you know, when I first heard about the whole news,
He's the
I
man,
thought
bro.
that initially it was something that they discovered that was from like the past. But when I found out it was
it's all
something
from the
that
past.
is, but no, it's something.
Yeah,
that
I know.
is
They
now.
say 2018 is the number I heard. The year. It's from 2018.
Well, they
supposedly.
said she got a raise in that when they were releasing people last year.
All right, so
In
fucking
April,
what? Though?
during
It's
the
his
times of
company.
releases, she got a raise. So they're saying
well.
that's where the problem. That's where the problem might end up because of the fact that he got. Because there's one thing that he was.
But the problem is that
was
the
getting
problem is they're not
much money.
understanding that she was getting paid for services rendered. I mean,
Yeah, but still, like, at a time when everybody's getting cut and she's getting a raise, that's where the.
but
there's an
maybe
issue.
she's performing better than the people that are getting fired. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, either way, despite of what I know what you're trying to, I know what you're trying to imply, but let's be. I'm being real now. The whole fact is that that's an issue that's going to cause probably problems. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Not for
That's
Vince
where
McMahon.
that's one thing that they could bring up
If
to
anything,
cause some problems.
Vince McMahon is
Not that
gonna
it's
fuck more than
damage,
ever.
It's not that it's gonna make any difference.
He's gonna
to
go
Vince
on a
McMahon. It
fucking
is gonna cause some
rampage.
some legal bullshit. At least.
literally a fucking rampage. And I don't mean like a fucking rampage, like the cliche fucking rampage. I mean, he's going to be fucking, and he's going to be doing it while he's on a rampage. And that's how he's probably going to die.
Hopefully ain't nothing like how he almost didn't take a stunner. So if it's anything like that.
Well, I think, in my opinion, as a fan, it makes it more fun for me to believe that this is storyline driven, because it makes it more fun. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that. This is just a fucking story. It's a real story that they're using to intertwine in a long-term, hopefully, story scenario. Obviously, it's going to come to light again, somehow, some way. Let's see how long it takes before we see Vince McMahon in a WWE ring again. That should be the real discussion right now, is when do you think we'll see Vince back in a WWE
Monday Night
ring?
Raw.
On Monday Night Raw?
He's gonna come out of Raw and do the same thing.
Interesting.
Remember, guys.
Interesting.
Now, forever, and together.
And maybe NXT.
I don't know about NXT.
Imagine he just comes out.
SmackDown.
What if he comes out at every show from now on, and that's how the show opens? No.
Like Stone Cold used to come on and stun everybody in each
No.
show.
What if he just comes out every
night
and he just says the same thing every night
and welcomes them?
Yeah.
Welcome to Raw Monday.
He's that guy now.
SmackDown
this shit. I'm not lying. That shit would be fucking fire, bro. Fire. Because the ratings of people would tune in to see the same shit every week. It's insane. Just to see him do it one more time.
That'd be like Vince McMahon ultimately like trolling hard.
Yeah, bro. No, and I loved it.
You'd be like, oh, you slap me?
You hit it on the head.
Every show for at least 2 minutes.
Usually that's my term. I'd be saying trolling all the time. But tonight, that's what we saw. We saw Vince McMahon trolling hard. And I got to give it to him, bro. I mean, 76 years old. And he made me a happy man tonight.
Yeah.
Those first
he
4
straight
minutes.
up said like this. Oh, yeah? Well, take this. That's what I'm doing to you right now.
Forever.
And we're going to do it together.
Forever. Together forever. Now then, together forever. I like it. That shit was good. Then after that, you know, like I said, he welcomes us to SmackDown and then leaves. Cole says it's a historic night for first. And now I don't know how Michael Cole was able to just get right into his shit with the perfect... Because I'm sure inside he thought that shit was awesome. You know he's a mark. And he probably just loves Vince McMahon even more now. Oh my, look at my boss. What a beast. and Pat looks like... Pat was like, I think, walking on eggshells the first hour. Because like I feel like he really wanted to say something. And he held back. And he held back big time. Shit was crazy. Pat McAfee wanted to, like, I think, comment on the whole situation, but he doesn't want to lose his job. And, like, I think if he says the wrong thing, you know Vince will fire him if he says something real stupid. So he kept his fucking mouth shut, didn't say anything. After this, we get a promo from Riddle. He rolls down to the ring in his stupid fucking scooter. Before I kick Roman Reigns in the head and take his title, I want to take a stroll down memory lane and look back at the history of me and Roman Reigns. We go back 1 month. Quite historical, Randy. He's like, we literally just go back 1 month ago, but we're talking history now. This is historical, huh, Riddle? We get a long video package, again, going over the events between the Bloodline and RK Bro, mostly when they took out Randy. Riddle tells us his best friend Randy is watching at home. Crowd starts chanting, Randy, Randy. Riddle wishes Riddle the best of luck with his big upcoming surgery. And all I can say is, we miss you, bro. I love you, bro. He said I love you, bro, like 26 fucking times. Talking about Randy's sacrifice, all this nonsense. Apparently, stealing Randy's moves is now not enough anymore. So now he's taking his theme music too. This is Roman Reigns' first title defense since becoming the undisputed champion, which is going to be the main event later tonight. Dave, what'd you think of Riddle's little promo?
Sucked. It was boring. The same shit.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
If I recall, he did this promo, didn't he? Like the same thing.
Would you
It was
recall?
like almost the same promo.
Every week it's like the same fucking promos. They don't fucking change.
Yeah,
Fucking
but this specific one, like, I feel like he literally did the same promo word for word almost.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he's cut and dry, this guy. Copy, rinse and repeat. Just like this fucking next match, which hopefully is the last time we ever see these two guys in the ring ever again. The last laugh match between Madcap versus Corbin. Obviously, Madcap is going to win this match because they're pushing him. He did win in convincing fashion. Hit his punchline twice to get the win. Madcap grabs the mic and gives Corbin what hopefully will be his last laugh. I mean, the best part of this was probably between Corbin and Pat McAfee. When Corbin went back to the announce table and started, like, threatening Pat and talking about how he's been talking shit, calling him a loser and all this shit. And then he said, if you don't fucking cut this shit out, I'm going to make you wish that you died. And then, like, Pat gets up and starts going in on the mic and starts, like, talking mad shit to Corbin and basically gets the whole crowd to just start fucking making fun of him and laughing at him and tells him to get the hell out of here. You didn't catch that?
No, I didn't. Actually, I don't remember that. Maybe I just forgot.
No, that shit happened, man. I mean, the match between Corbin and all that, it was short. Corbin takes control with some hard shots, but Madcap comes back with a sick shoulder tackle, putting Corbin down. Corbin with a nasty-looking chinlock takedown. Madcap, so explosive. He actually knocked Corbin down by running into him while he was hitting the ropes before delivering the shoulder tackle. So, like, you know how, like, they hit the ropes, but they miss each other to do the move right after? This time, Madcap, like, fucked up, and he actually, like, bumped into Corbin. Corbin fell down and then had to get back up so he could take the shoulder tackle because Madcap was coming off the ropes hard. So if Corbin doesn't get back up, they fuck up that whole spot. You know, and it wasn't even Corbin's fault. Madcap is the one that bumped into him because he just fucked up by like an inch. But he ran into him and he was going mad fast. And you see Corbin just get knocked down right on his butt. He like falls straight to his butt. And he hops back up mad quick. And then it was good. I got her clip it. So you see Corbin, he's getting up mad slow, right? He gets up. As he's getting up, he has to prepare to take this shoulder tackle that's coming right now. Like it's coming. Like the second he gets up, he just gets railed. He just gets railed by the shoulder tackle. And he looked like he was legitimately pissed off. Especially when he was talking to, what's his face? Pat McAfee. Yeah. He really looked like he was pissed off. I think that move rocked the fucking shit out of him. But he gets up, does his thing. They finish the match, man. Madcap is now sent into the ring post by Corbin. Corbin does his slide, sends Madcap into the timekeeper's area with a clothesline, and we go to break, of course. Back from break, we see Madcap and Corbin fighting on the apron before Corbin gives him a lariat, basically back into the ring. This arena is really letting Corbin know that he sucks the whole night. They're hot for him. Like, they're all chanting, "You suck, Corbin sucks, Corbin sucks." Again, Corbin showing that he's a fucking good heel. This is like, a sign of hatred.
Yeah, he's
hatred, pure hatred. The WWE Universe hates this guy for many reasons. And that's not easy to accomplish. A lot of other people come in the building and they suck. But people don't even want to acknowledge that they suck. They acknowledge Corbin that he sucks more than they acknowledge Roman Reigns that he's good. They acknowledge Corbin's, that he sucks. Really, really good, man. Anyway, we get a sunset flip from Madcap. Kick out from Corbin. Now we see Corbin connect with a deep six and the kick out from Moss. Corbin connects with a very nice choke slam, but it was more like a Uranagi. But it looked even like a rock bottom almost kind of thing. Actually, no, that was the other match. That was Roman's. Roman is the one that did the Uranagi later in the night.
Did the rock
yeah. I thought that was a choke slam.
Talked about the Rock.
Yeah. It looked more like a rock bottom. Corbin just hits a really big choke slam. Corbin beats the count out to only come into the ring. Madcap hits the punchline neckbreaker. Now Madcap fired up, going for the punchline again, hits it for the win. Madcap grabs the mic and gives Corbin what hopefully will be his last laugh. I gave the match a 1 star. What'd you give it?
To be honest, when the match started, I didn't care for it. This
I don't
is why
blame
I
you.
was like, I don't remember it.
You've
Because
seen it already,
it's
like how many
played out.
times? Yeah.
Yeah, it's played out already. So I saw the end when he won, and I was like, all right, let's move on. So
All right, we're gonna move on. So no rating.
no rating.
No rating. All right, we're gonna go into the promo from the Street Profits on SmackDown, and basically they're talking shit, saying Happy Corbin ain't so happy. Don't forget Riddle versus Roman, and this is what's really fucking sad when you see talent promoting other people. They're promoting the main event. They're promoting Happy Corbin. All they should be doing is talking about their match at Money in the Bank and the Usos and themselves. They shouldn't have to waste their fucking mic time promoting shit that you already promote 6 or 7 fucking times throughout the night. So why are you wasting the Street Profits mic talent on just stupid promotions that you spam throughout the night anyway? It makes absolutely no sense. You're better off giving them those 10 or 20 seconds so that they can go off creatively and maybe give us a little fucking magic on the mic or some kind of moment, something unique, which is what SmackDown and Raw both fucking lack right now. Unique moments. Everything is so fucking predictable and plain and simple and black and white, and they need to move on from that attitude, and I don't see it happening. But anyway, they keep talking, they're going on and on. Don't forget about Riddle versus Roman in the main event tonight. Bros before Rose. I guess they were going for Riddle in the match. They yell, Jimmy J, we want our babies back at Money in the Bank, and they want all the smoke. Now Cole and Pat are talking, but are interrupted by Corbin, who grabs the mic and says, I want the whole world to hear this. Pat, me and you have known each other for a long time. You coined the phrase bum-ass Corbin. All you do is talk trash. I hit it big, you still run your mouth. You criticize my show, Happy Talk. I'm undeserving of my pyro, you say. You better watch your ass. I'm gonna drag you in that ring and make you wish you were dead. Pat gets the mic, gets the crowd to chant bum-ass Corbin. And they say, and then he says this, exactly, he says this, help me laugh this jabroni out of Minnesota. He keeps pointing at him, yelling at him, you suck, ha ha ha, you suck, ha ha ha. Now the New Day's music hits, New Day came out, and now they're laughing at Corbin. And the arena's still chanting Corbin sucks. Or bum-ass Corbin, whatever they were chanting. It was good. That wasn't actually bad. That was actually, I would grade that segment between Corbin and Pat, that's a 5-star segment. Because it felt real, and it's setting up a story. And it's different. Corbin is done with Madcap. And what does this mean now? Are we going to start seeing... This means Pat is probably going to start becoming a full-time wrestler. I don't think Pat wants to be commentary anymore. I think Pat wants to get in that ring and kick some people's asses. Like,
it could be maybe a SummerSlam thing. The SummerSlam is coming up.
Yeah, maybe,
he might do a little special thing.
I could see that. Pat probably, he's an old school wrestling fan like me. He grew up with 4 pay-per-views a year. So it's probably like at least a dream of his to compete at each one of those events. So he already did Mania. Now he'll do SummerSlam, Survivor Series,
the Rumble,
and then get eliminated.
Unfortunately, Survivor Series ain't so serious anymore. It's almost like a regular pay-per-view nowadays. It's not the same. So I see just Royal Rumble.
Well, they keep it traditional with the the elimination matches, but those elimination matches, they've elevated a lot of careers though over the years.
Yeah.
I have memorable Survivor Series matches that were fun. Like Randy Orton pulled out some crazy victories. Dolph Ziggler pulled one out of his ass one time, eliminated like 4 fucking people by himself. I don't know if you remember that one. That was actually a good fucking Survivor Series because I was shocked. I was like, how is this guy doing this right now? Like, damn, Vince is pushing him. They have some moments. Obviously, the old ones are all much better.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Survivor Series?
Just, up in my head, I gotta think about that.
All right, we can come back to that another day. Take your time on that one. Anyway, New Day's laughing at Corbin. SmackDown classic moment. They show when Edge and Hulk Hogan won the tag team titles on July 4th, 2002, which was a dream come true for Edge because he was a big Hogan fan. After this, we get a video replay of Ronda versus Shotzi and Natty attacking Ronda. We get an interview with Natty, who will challenge Ronda for the title at Money in the Bank. I'm going to do so much more than challenge Ronda. I'm going to beat some respect in her. We all saw the footage of Ronda trapped in the sharpshooter and screaming and begging for mercy. If that footage does not show you that the sharpshooter is the most dangerous move in the WWE, Ronda is home licking her wounds. You think your armbar is so special? My sharpshooter breaks bones, tears tendons, and humbles champions. My lineage, my pedigree, I am about to do my most important first ever. I'm going to be the first woman in WWE history to make you tap out, and for the second time become the SmackDown Women's Champion. What do you think about Natty? You think she's going to beat Ronda right now?
Hell no.
Sounded confident.
I don't get me wrong. I love Natty, but no.
You don't think she deserves one more little run?
Not, at least not at this moment. It's just I don't think this is the right time for
Maybe they could set up a good
like
feud and she could win at WrestleMania and then have a big moment.
She deserves that, definitely. Yes, I would agree with that.
All right, I'd be happy to see that. I would like to see Natty get
right
her one.
Now, I don't think.
No. But if they cut a good promo for like a full year, like if they can come up with a way to actually keep it going, and you know she has to really fight for her opportunities, maybe even win the Women's Rumble, you know. Natty can cut a promo. Tonight she showed me that she can cut a promo. Actually, that was a serious promo. She didn't fuck up. She didn't stutter. I was actually impressed with her promo. I don't really believe her, but I was impressed with it.
I mean, there wasn't much. I didn't feel much vindication for her, though. I felt like she just read it, like she memorized it. Like,
probably.
You knew to focus on.
She seems like that type. Yeah. Well, she's more older, man. She probably isn't like, you know, she's not with it. Like, I don't know. Some people just have it. Some people don't. But either way, it was better than her typical fucking promo. And it was better than the match we're going to get next. The New Day have been in the ring at this point for 10 minutes, dancing still, waiting for their opponents to come out. And they're probably so happy when they hear Jinder's music hit. But yet we go to break again, because they're going to be in the ring for about another 2 to 3 minutes before this match starts. New Day, Woods and Kofi versus Jinder Mahal and Shanky. Shout out to the third member of Big Day, Big E. Hope you're getting better, big boy. We'll see you in the fucking ring soon. Jinder starts off with a match only to get his butt kicked by the New Day, quickly tagging in Shanky, who hits Xavier Woods with a hair hola. I fucked that up. With a hard and heavy chop and a decent looking clothesline, but I can't take this guy serious. Every move he does looks Shanky, like his name. Every move he does looks pretty fucking bad. I don't like his movement in the ring. I don't like the way he delivers punches, and it's a novelty gimmick because he just comes out and starts dancing. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny that Xavier Woods was playing the trombone, and then all of a sudden, this idiot just starts dancing in the middle of the match. And I kind of like when Jinder gets mad too. I enjoy that too because Jinder's a good actor. He makes it look good, but Jinder's better than this. You know, I feel bad for him, man. What is this gimmick they're giving him right now, man? This guy's a waste of potential talent, man. Because Shanky ain't going anywhere.
Maybe their family. He's trying to help push him.
Probably, man. Yeah, it's probably something like that. Trying to help him buy a house or something. But here, come make some money with me for a couple of years. You're worthless, but we'll make money.
Yeah, because it's terrible. It's funny sometimes, but then
it has its moments of funny, but it's already, like, I can see it's going to get played out real quick. They should do other things besides this guy just being in the middle of the ring dancing during a match. Woods is playing the trombone. He gets Shanky to start dancing in the middle of the match, and Jinder has had enough. Tags himself in, telling him to get out, and now Kofi hits Jinder with the Trouble in Paradise, picking up the quick win. Shanky's still dancing, and Jinder has had enough. 0-star rating. 0,
yeah,
right?
That was bad.
Garbage.
That was bad.
After this, we get a video package of the Viking Raiders, who will return to SmackDown. Do you care to comment? I'm not excited about this at all. Like,
I laughed when I saw it. I was like, whoa. Okay.
We know these guys already, bro.
excited.
Like, where's Legado, bro? Yo, Dave, you would love Legado. Do you know who Legado is? Santos Escobar and his two guys, Legado, Del Fantasma, whatever. Yo, you got to check them out. These boys are the future. They're gonna be champs. They're nasty in the ring, like really fucking good. NXT guys, really good. They should bring them, not fucking Viking Raiders. Are you kidding me? Send these guys to fucking AEW.
Where were they anyway?
They were on NXT, man,
Oh.
kicking everybody's ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they haven't lost a match.
Oh, boy.
They just came kicking ass. They're just beating up tag teams left and right.
What's the point of that? Let's send them to NXT.
Well, because they would have good matches though. Like it wouldn't be like squash matches. They'd have like a 15, 20 minute match with a team to help them a little bit, work with them. But they would still get the win because they're the Viking Raiders. Oh, they're so good. Yeah. It's just it's like an 80s gimmick, bro, and it's not even as good as it was back then because these guys don't look like they're even in shape.
Viking.
They look like just fat Americans just in the ring. They might as well come out dressed out like KO. That'd be more believable.
Yeah. At least KO's a really good wrestler.
Yes. Yes, he is. Drew on his way down to the ring to hear the decision of Adam Pearce, and we will find out who will enter Money in the Bank. Short story on this. I'm not going to read this whole fucking thing because who gives a shit. Drew comes out. Adam Pearce gets on the mic. Sheamus comes out. Adam Pearce says, Sheamus, you're in the match. Drew gets upset, starts beating the shit out of Sheamus, and then Adam says, I was just about to say, you're in the match too, Drew. You're in the match, man. Drew's like, I don't know. Whatever. Then he gets up on the fucking top rope, and he starts making fun of Sheamus, does his, taunts. That was probably the best part of that. And, yeah, I mean, that was it. He sends him out of the ring with a clothesline later on. I gave this, half a star, man. This shit was fucking shit. It was shit. This whole thing is shit. Now it's going to be so far Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Seth Rollins that are in the Money in the Bank match. All right? We're going to get a package from Sami Zayn. He's outside of Roman Reigns' locker room, and he is met by Kayla Braxton, who asks questions like, have you talked to anyone in the bloodline? Do you think there's... by the way, I didn't ask you your opinion on that last one because we're just fast-forwarding by that. I'm sure you don't have much to say about Drew and Sheamus, do you?
I mean, it was... Only thing I can really say about it is I like it because, they're really good, in real life, they're really good friends, so...
Oh, of course, they're best friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were laughing their asses off.
Oh, yeah. They love this shit. They went to the bar right after this. And King Ed, don't worry. After this show, we're going to do another quick show about AEW Rampage. So if you're not happy with the WWE talk, tough fucking shit. Oh, yeah. Let me look at you. Tough fucking shit. You're going to listen to Roman Reigns and you will acknowledge me, bitch. Okay. Basically, Sami Zayn's going on and on. Kayla's asking him questions. Have you talked to anyone in the bloodline? Do you think there is any ill will since you're the reason why Roman has to defend his title? Zayn says, no. No way. Ill will? No. I'm an honorary use. I'm the only honorary use. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Raquel makes her way to the ring. We get a small promo saying winning that briefcase will take me to the promised land as we go to another commercial break. Back from break, Lacey Evans joins commentary, and let me say right now, I thought she did a real shitty job on commentary tonight. I didn't like it. I thought she sounded weak. I thought she sounded boring. I thought she didn't know what to say half the time, because I think Pat was annoying her. He was really engaging with her nonstop. And yeah, he was OD tonight with her. How about this? And how about that? And how are you gonna handle her moves? And are you watching video? Are you training? Are you he was going?
You never know. Vince might have been telling him to do that.
Maybe.
Push it so she can start talking or something like that. They might have done that as a tactic.
Yeah, maybe. We are told now that Lacey Evans and Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan are all qualified for Money in the Bank. And the next match coming up is another qualifying match. We're going to get Raquel Rodriguez versus Shayna Baszler. And this was disappointing to see because it was a quick match. Raquel picks up Shayna, takes her to the corner. Shayna going for a submission, but Raquel just beating down on Shayna. Hard Irish whip to the corner from Raquel to Shayna. Now Shayna with a kick to Raquel's spine and a good kick to the hamstring of Raquel. Now back in the ring, Shayna really working hard on that leg with multiple shots. We get a shot of Shotzi and Aaliyah watching in the back. Raquel doing a great job of selling her leg when she delivered the big boot. Now Shayna with a big chop block and a nasty running knee to the face. Kick out from Raquel. Now we get a pickup powerbomb out of nowhere from Raquel to Shayna and just picks up the surprising upset win immediately. Qualifies for Money in the Bank. I gave this a 1 star. It was it was short and didn't make sense, and you shit it on a badass. Why? What do you think?
I laughed because it was so fast. I thought it was funny that she beat herself fast.
Yeah, you were happy. You were like, I'm out of here.
Because I mean, like, first of all, I don't know much about the other girl, and I'm just learning about her. So to see like if she's being qualifying into the Money in the Bank, and she does such a like, I don't know, that match didn't even feel believable. Like, yeah, she beat her, but it just didn't make sense. So,
you make Shayna look so fucking weak because this girl went 1-on-1 with Ronda Rousey, and Ronda was going hard in the match. They had like a 15-minute match, right? Now Shayna, who by the way a couple of weeks ago you guys went out of your way so you could have a camera shot of a face-to-face with Shayna and Ronda to kind of set up that match down the line. You set up that shot. But now you have Raquel just going out there and just shitting on Shayna in like 2 minutes. Meanwhile, it took Ronda like 15 to beat her, and she beat her. So what are you doing to Shayna? This is the same Shayna who went into the Elimination Chamber and tapped out 5 of your baddest bitches in the division, including Asuka. Like that performance to this day was one of the, if not most dominating performances by not just a female wrestler, but by any wrestler in a pay-per-view main event for your division. She just shitted on them. She went in there and went UFC on all their asses.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shit was awesome.
But hey, as WWE, I'm not surprised.
Stupidity at its finest. That shows you that different people are always in control of certain aspects of certain storylines, because obviously the person that wrote up that story did not write up this one. So, that's all I'm gonna say on that one. We get a shot of Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura. It's coming up next. Wow, this match is going to get over 30 minutes. I couldn't believe it. But then I was like, oh, well, commercials. Probably be more like 19 minutes that have TV time. 30 minutes for the people there. 19 minutes for us. Something like that. So, that's it. The main event is going to come up. But first, before we get into the main event, we're going to get another segment with Max Dupree. But nope, instead he is in the back with Adam Pearce, and Max is saying, I will not send my man down to the ring like that. You promised me sexy lighting. Top of the line, Max yells. This will not do. You will not see their beautiful faces and hard bodies. You will fail to titillate the juices of their guilty pleasures. Max Dupree is not coming out. Okay. Guess we're going to have to wait a little longer for his debut on SmackDown. We get an interview. And anyway, I'm confused by all this right now because Michael Cole literally just told me before the break that the match was next. Why are we watching all this? Where's the match? You said the match was next? You fucking lied to me.
No match.
Do you have any comment for the promo of Max Dupree?
I was confused on what was going on.
He said I was confused.
I do find it funny how he does his promos close up to the guy's face.
Yeah, he's a troll. I like it. He's a troll.
But I don't get it right now. Like, is he coming out to show himself off? Does he have somebody that he's gonna show off, or was it a tag team who's gonna show off? Is he a manager? Is he wrestling? What is he like? What is his purpose? Like, I don't understand. What's his role?
He's a manager.
He's a manager right now.
Yeah, he's a manager.
So he's just waiting to unveil who he's managing, basically.
Well, he's gonna have a few people, I think. Supposedly.
Oh.
Supposedly. I don't know. Well, we're going to see if he's going to either acquire talent that's already on the roster or if he's bringing new people over as well. Or maybe he's just a fucking troll, and every week there's going to be a reason why they can't come. Because now something else. He doesn't like that there's no red carpet, or, the limo service fucked up, or they lost the people's suitcase. You know what I mean? That would be not bad.
Building,
you build up.
Building is not sexy enough. Or something.
It's anything. I don't like the color of the fucking building. It's blue. Doesn't go with their wardrobe. Whatever. Anything. This could actually be good. I'd like that. You do that for like 6, 7, 8 weeks, you piss people off because they're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and most people are getting curious, the average person, and then you just fuck with them again and again and again. And eventually they're gonna get pissed off, and now this guy's a heel. Like, they just gotta hate him. Could be good. We'll see if they do that. I don't know. It seems like it. After this, we get another.
Like a heel anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to be like the Rock Hart. That's what he wants to be. That's what he tried to be in NXT. He tried to be like the Rock exactly. Cut crazy promos and just kick people's ass, talk shit. He's like that. It wasn't bad in NXT, but we get an interview with Kayla and the new IC champ Gunther. Ludwig just grabs the mic from Kayla. He says the the Intercontinental Championship belongs in his hands. This tournament was created in South America, and it's the greatest championship belt of all time. Basically saying that this belt was held by international superstars, and the best champions I ever had were all international superstars. It has also been besmirched by the likes of Ricochet. This title is never going to be held by an American ever again. Its prestige will be restored by the ring general, Gunther. Gunther comes on the mic and says, I am the new Intercontinental Champion.
Oh my God. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I thought he killed it. Like, he wants to pretend like he's like straight off the boat, and he's not. He can speak good English. He can speak really good English. He's trolling. He's trolling harder than fucking anyone in the building right now. Maybe even harder than Vince. Actually, no, there's no way. Well, nobody's trolling harder than Vince. Vince McMahon today trolled harder than any human on the planet. That's what he did today. Shit was impressive, bro. That's as soon as we're done with the shows and everything, and as soon as I'm done doing all the little things I got to do to get the show uploaded to all the things, including, by the way, guys, if you don't already, make sure you follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and if you're in your car and you want to watch the show, you can listen to us on Spotify as well. All 42 episodes. All 42 episodes, man. This shit's no joke anymore, man. We're out there. And you can find our content, which is good content. You come here, you get all your wrestling talk. Once in a while, you get to hear from Dave. He comes on once in a blue. He's got some things to say. Yeah. Well, after this, Dave, what do you think about this? I'm going to say 3 letters. Well, no, 3 numbers. Tell me what they mean to you. 657. That mean anything to you?
Oh. Are you trying to say the reign of Roman Reigns?
Yeah, man. For 657 days.
How many days recently has it been that he hasn't wrestled? What, like 30 days?
No way. Like for the title, more like, I don't know, 90 days, but.
Well, I mean, just to say shortly, at least it's nice to see him, do something for a change.
Yeah, no, it was nice to see him in the ring. Came down with the full gear, full bloodline, Paul Heyman, the red flowers, Samoan dynasty. Roman Reigns has been champion for 657 days, but for the first time since Mania. He's going to be defending the title. He's defending the gold. Roman comes out with full pyro, full backup. He says...
Beer belly?
Well, we'll get into that. Roman Reigns basically says, you can't breathe my air, can't lace my boots, can't take anything from me. God mode. Up next, after this break, we are told next week an Intercontinental Championship rematch next week in Austin, Texas. Dave, you gotta go. You're nearby. You gotta go.
Oh yeah, I'm running.
Just go. It's okay. After this, we get the match: Riddle versus Roman Reigns for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. WWE Universal, whatever they're fucking calling it this day. There's like 12 names for that belt. Oh man. Riddle immediately attacks Roman, giving him multiple shots and kicks to start things off, but Roman quickly takes control. Roman looks like he has gained some weight, and I've noticed some love handles. As Dave would say earlier, what'd you say about him? You said something, you had a comment. No. You said champion money.
Oh, yeah. That's that champion money.
That's that champion money. Riddle then hits a fisherman suplex, which tonight it looked like it was a little harder to hit after Roman's had gained some weight. When he was bending over, he looked more like Homer Simpson than Roman Reigns. You know, you could see.
I wouldn't go that far.
It was close. It's getting there. He looks. What's crazy is
he's
when.
He's not agile though.
No, he's Roman, man. He's the tribal motherfucking chief, bro. He's the tribal chief, man. Roman rolls out of the ring, but Riddle does a kick off the apron that looks like it completely missed, which I'll find out later when I go back and look at it in slow motion. And then he hits a floating bro as we go to break again. Back from the break, Roman is in full control, beating down Riddle in the middle of the ring, using the bottom rope to choke Riddle, and then hits the drive-by drop kick to Riddle, and the pin, and the kick out from Riddle too. Riddle with 2 running forearms and a nice exploder suplex, sending Roman flying. He hits another floating bro with a kick out from Roman at 2. Roman now with a Uranagi, but Riddle with a kick out. Now Riddle rolls outside and Roman follows. We get a backdrop suplex on the announce table. Roman says, "Hey Randy, where are you? Where you at, Randy? You scared of the tribal chief? I run this place." As we go to another break. Back from break, Riddle hits Orton, power slam, and he looks for the vintage Orton DDT. But Roman escapes to the outside. Now Riddle with a backdrop to Roman on the announce table. Roman sends Riddle into the ring post and now back into the ring. Roman goes to enter the ring, but Riddle now hits the vintage Orton DDT. Now he goes to play that place that only Randy knows how to go to with the voices. He goes for the RKO, but it is blocked by Roman, who hits the shittiest Superman punch I've seen in a while. That shit looked like shit. I don't care if he hit him with a closed fist. It looked like it was complete open fist. Like, it looked fucking brutal. I'm gonna be rewinding that as well, man. It looked like his hand was wide open the whole time. Riddle kicks out. Roman sets up for the spear. We get the RKO out of nowhere. That was nice. 1-2. Roman kicks out at 2 3/4. Riddle hits the floating bro. Now is calling for another RKO. Roman pushes him off. Riddle springboards off the second rope, and then Roman hits the spear in midair to win and retain the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, as they would announce it. I guess that's the proper way they want you to say it. Bloodline and Heyman all in the ring helping Roman celebrate. Roman now has the mic, says there is no one left. Wise man, there is no one left. Heyman yelling in the background, no one! No one! Over 2 years I said I'm here to wreck everyone, and then I'm leaving. That's what we did. We wrecked Riddle, and now we are leaving. Minneapolis, acknowledge me, man. You fucking acknowledge me. Brock Lesnar's music hits, and he comes out, cowboy hat and all. What did you think of the match? What are you grading it?
The match was good only because it's good to see Roman. Like I said before, I think I was one of the first ones that complained about this when we started this show. Jay even acknowledged me on Monday about it. Shout out to Jay for that. But I hate that Riddle does Randy's moves. I hate that he does his taunts. I hate that he does all this Randy stuff. Like, Literally, I was praying that Randy just suddenly showed up, like because this all seems like
And just
obviously
screwed Riddle. That would have been good, right?
Yeah, like I was praying for it. Like the moment that he started doing the whole, the voices in his head, he's getting ready to try to do the RKO.
That shit was
I was
good.
like, please, Randy, please come out, just come out of nowhere.
It looked like a
Just
possibility
RKO
too.
the shit out of him. So it's like, I personally, I'm sick of seeing him do Randy's moves. The match itself was good. It was a good match, even though, like I said, he did a lot of Randy stuff. But all in all, the match was good. I will give the match a 4 if I had to give one, because it was a good match.
That's a good rating.
And then
okay.
the end, and it was straight up, no interference, no nothing. So
Clean, nice, clean win.
Champion.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I gave it a 4 too. I'm right there with you. I was actually gonna give it a 3.5, but when I really thought about it, I agree with you. It's a 4. It was a 4-star performance match, especially because of the clean finish, no interference. We got to see some nice shit talking by Roman. There was no funny business with weapons or some kind of DQ nonsense.
Even though that last spot was weird, why? Unless he was trying to like springboard cutter, but it was weird that he tried to do a springboard at that moment. I don't know what he was trying to do, but that spear looked pretty crazy though.
Yeah,
he caught him in midair. So
no, that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get fucking speared, obviously.
Yeah, but still, like just the sense of it, like what were you trying to do with springboarding? Like aside
be
from
like, I
setting
don't.
up,
No, he's gonna be.
Aside from setting up the spear,
He has the perfect answer to any question. He's like, I don't know, bro. Like, he could literally say that to any question, and people are like, okay, like, cool.
There you go. He must have been high. Though. Okay.
Yeah. Shit was crazy, but yeah, I agree with you. It was definitely a 4-star match, man. Brock Lesnar's music hits. He comes out, cowboy hat and all. The alpha male of our species is here. Roman tells the Usos to actually get out of the ring. He puts his hand up, says, "I beat you." Basically, he's like, "What do you want? Like, I beat you already. What do you want? Why are you coming back here right now? I beat you. I just said there's no one left. Why are you here?" Brock walks up to Roman. We get the face-off. Brock looks actually even bigger than he did last time. But now when I'm looking at Roman as well, Roman's looking fucking bigger too. This is getting crazier. These guys are both bigger than they were at WrestleMania. Weight-wise, they just both are. I can tell you that right now. Brock takes off his hat and he extends a handshake to Roman Reigns. Brock then pounds his chest like, respect, dog.
This gave me Stone Cold vibes.
This shit was good too. He's like, yeah, respect, dog. And then Roman, the dumbass he is, he's like, okay. Goes to shake his hand, and we get the immediate F5. Fantastic. Usos run in, of course. Oh, you got F5. We gotta get in there.
F5.
And then we're gonna get F5. We see 2 more F5s. And the funny thing is, I was looking for Paul Heyman in all of this. And
me too.
I couldn't find him.
I was actually hoping that Brock ran, because when Brock took off his jacket, I thought he was gonna run out and grab Paul.
Yeah, but Paul was gone. Paul was gone.
No, I know when he went to grab the Usos, he was still out in the apron.
He was out in the apron, so Brock just didn't touch him?
No. That's why I said the moment I saw him take out the jacket,
they might have did something after the camera.
Out.
They probably did something after the cameras went off for everybody there, man. And
you
maybe Vince came out.
You think Paul would take a F5
for money? Yeah, for money. Like all those managers and stuff, they get like bump incentives, especially the older guys. Like if they take like a bump, they have to get like a bonus or something. And they're not just gonna take some nasty ass bump for base salary.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, can you see Paul Heyman taking an F5?
Yeah, for money. Yeah, 100%. He's nuts. He don't give a fuck. That guy's taking mad moves over the years. Anybody can say whatever they want about Paul Heyman. Well, why would you? Why would you? Leave him alone. He's old.
It makes sense. He's a freaking heel. He should be getting hit sometimes.
Well, they can hit him without killing him. They don't have to F5 him. You know, he could punch him, hit him with a chair.
Well, that's what I mean. Would he take an F5? That's what I'm
No,
saying.
the real question is, would he
something-
F5 is easier to take than a German suplex. That's the good. Would he take a German fucking suplex? Because F5, you don't really have to do anything. Brock will take care. All you have to do is put your hands in front of your face. Brock Lesnar will take care of the rest. But when you're getting hit with a German suplex, you have to tuck your chin in, and you have
gotta
to
know how to.
you have to pray to God that you just go the right way and you land, you know, here or something. You know, otherwise, it's good night. Concussion protocol immediately. German suplex is one of the most dangerous moves, and it's one of the most overused moves.
Yeah, that's true.
Super
Everybody
overused
does
moves.
that.
Yeah, everybody, absolutely. Well, overall, though, what are you grading SmackDown? I mean, the main event was the only thing that was like that really stood out from the whole night.
If I guess in the total rating, if not for the main event, it would have been a hard 2, maybe a 2.5 with the main event.
Shit's crazy. I'm giving it a 3 for the night because that main event delivered. And I also liked a couple of the segments as far as like Corbin goes. That whole Corbin, Pat McAfee, Vince McMahon. I don't care about everything else in the middle because when I was tuning in tonight, I was literally tuning in 100%, not even to see the championship match. I wanted to see what Vince McMahon was going to say.
Yeah.
So, and then he made me laugh my ass off because he comes out, says what he says, and then
It
leaves.
says nothing.
You know, so, whatever. He spoke volumes with what he said. He said 1,000 different things tonight by what he said, because he's basically telling you, fuck you, I don't give a fuck, suck my dick, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, I'm the boss, this is my fucking company, I made this like, I could keep going, Dave, for days. He said all of that with just those words, now, then, forever, together. And then just leaves the ring. So you know, hey, yo, damn, Vince, he's a G.
Welcome to SmackDown.
Yeah, welcome to SmackDown. Peace. I'm out. He's a pimp, bro.
I did want to say, did you notice, now I don't know if this is just McAfee, because it was McAfee who said it, but when Roman did the rock bottom, he really went hard on the whole rock. Like, oh, the tribal chief using the family move or something like that, and said the rock bottom, blah, 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 the people's champ. And I'm like, man, they really went hard on talking on the rock. They really don't do that. Is that a little Easter egg they try to throw in?
I think they still don't know if they have Rock's commitment or not on Mania, so they can't pull the trigger on that yet. They're probably not going to find out till like probably September or something like that. Because you just don't know Rock's hectic life and schedule. He can't commit to anything probably until like 100 days before it or something like that. Maybe even less.
I just saw a video this morning. He bought a house for Tamina. I was like, damn, does she got money? Like, where'd she get buying her house?
Nah, at this point, The Rock has money, bro. He could buy a house for everyone in his family, and it wouldn't do anything to his account.
Yeah.
He's
it was sweet to see, though. I liked the video. It was sweet to see.
Rock is a nice guy, bro. He's bought mad shit for some deserving people over the years, people that he's worked with. I know he bought a nice $75,000 truck for his stunt double.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know,
he gave him his truck.
Yeah. But see, I don't want to see The Rock come back now. I don't, because if he comes back, that ruins the whole Cody storyline.
Yeah, but it's the whole. I don't see it ruining the Cody story because it has a family thing to do. It's between Roman and the family, so I don't see it like intervening with any other. It's gonna be its own story on its own.
It's not about the story. It's about taking the strap off the guy that's had it for like 900 days, let's say. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, but Cody can still win it. It just probably won't be at WrestleMania.
Exactly, but it's not as big as a moment because it's not at Mania. That's my point. Like, that's a way bigger moment for me. That moment is more career defining for Cody Rhodes than The Rock fighting Roman Reigns at Mania, because they can do that any year. They can do that next year.
Yeah, but remember that as much as Cody's there now and they're trying to push Cody, Roman that's the guy right now. And if Roman can beat The Rock, that'll put him at a different level that he's not at right now.
What do you mean? He beat John Cena and John Cena beat The Rock. He's already at that level.
Are you kidding me? You're kidding me right now. You're comparing John Cena to The Rock.
Who do you think John Cena is?
Especially.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you saying right now? What are you saying? Hold on, wait. You're saying you can't compare John Cena, who's a 16-time champion, to The Rock, even though he beat him in the main event of Mania at least once? Why can't you compare him?
Because The Rock is still a way better wrestler than John Cena. We both know that.
I can 100% even agree with that. Rock is a better performer. I'll say that. I wouldn't say wrestler. That's a reach. Rock was a performer. Hell of a performer. He knew how to do all his moves perfect. He was even a perfectionist with his moves. But I think over the years, John Cena has put on better matches than The Rock has. Like, overall.
I'm not sure about that, but that's opinionized. So.
Bro, his matches with Edge.
The Rock is better than John Cena.
Listen, I'm not even trying to be biased right now. It's just because I've seen a lot of Cena's matches. Because at the end of the day, Cena has wrestled more matches than The Rock. I mean, that's a fact. That's not even.
Probably so, yeah, of course.
It's not even questionable. The Rock was a part timer, and then he was only wrestling once a year for a long time, like a long time. You know what I mean? When was the last Mania he main evented before the whole Cena thing even started? Like, what was that, 19? Was his last one?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
19. So from 19...
Main evented, yeah.
From 19 to 27, that's 8 years that he had nothing to do with Mania. And if you think about it, The Rock only main evented 4 Manias. He was at 15. He main evented 16. He main evented 17. 18, 19. So 5. He was part of 5 Mania, like, headlines, I think, right? Is that correct? No.
So.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 5. The Rock. 5 main events, WrestleMania. And then for the next 8 years, who was the main event? Like, pretty much fucking Cena. I mean, well, not for 20 and 21, but from like 22 to 20 fucking 9, Cena had his run too, bro. Like, you can't say you, like, with a statement you made, it's crazy. Like, you can't say you can't compare them. Like, you can compare them. Maybe you don't have to, but you can compare them. They both had lengthy historical careers.
As far as the storyline between Roman, you can't compare it because it has a more personal story, more real story to it. Where John Cena, yeah, the wrestler, whatever you want to do it in a wrestler sense, okay. But the story alone of The Rock and the whole head of the table and the whole family.
Yeah, no, the story's great. They've been building it for years.
It has so much more meaning. It has so much more meaning. Is why I say it's uncomparable. The storyline's not comparable, but I thought you meant like The Rock in general is not comparable to John Cena. No, I'm just talking about in this specific.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right about that. This is a special storyline, but we know how it's gonna end. The Rock's almost like Hulk Hogan now. You know what I mean? And now he's gonna come back and fight the new Rock. Kind of, it goes back to that WrestleMania 18 where it was Rock and Hogan, and now who's the current superstar? Roman. Who's the legend?
Oh, that's what I mean. I think that it doesn't even need to be for the title. Like, just the idea.
No, exactly. It's gonna. That's why I said it's exactly like that. That match. That match wasn't for a title, and it was like treated like the main event of the fucking night. You know what I mean? Like,
and this is guaranteed to be past the torch.
The people are gonna be electric, bro. It's gonna have the same vibes as Hogan and fucking Rock, because Roman's gonna have his fans. And The Rock's going to have his fans. It's going to be probably 50-50 split. It's going to be a crazy match.
Try to turn Roman before then?
Turn Roman into what? A heel?
A face.
I think he's better as a heel.
He's better as a heel, but I mean, going against The Rock, are they going to keep The Rock a face?
I don't think they know what they're going to do now. They're just going to keep the guys as is, bro. Like, there's no heel. In this kind of match, there's no heel face bullshit. It's going to be just like the Rock-Hogan match. In the Rock-Hogan match, they thought that Hogan was going to be the heel. Match starts. Hogan is pure babyface. Like, everybody, they're going fucking ballistic. Like, Hogan, yeah.
I hate to say and I always bring this up because we talk about that match. I always still wonder the what if. What if it was Austin?
Well, I watched a video tonight from Jim Ross, and he was actually talking about that subject. Apparently, there was a night on Raw after it went off the air. This was after the Hogan Rock match, where they bring back Hogan back red and yellow, and then the NWO apparently was Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and the Big Show, which I don't even remember. I think I had stopped watching for a little bit or something after that match, because I was watching and I was like, I don't remember this at all. But after the match, Hogan comes out, he's beating up on NWO. Stone Cold comes out, he's beating up on NWO. And JR said that moment was a test to see how the crowd would react to the Hogan-Austin standoff. So there actually was, according to Jim Ross, and they have footage of it, a Hogan-Austin standoff. But from what Jim Ross said, he said that Austin straight up didn't come to them like excited about working with Hogan. They said, Jim Ross said, Austin is more of the kind of guy that like he can sense when he has good chemistry with someone, and if he has good chemistry with someone, he'll like lobby to get a match or a program with that person. So essentially what Jim Ross was saying is that if Austin would have like tried a little harder, he could have got the match with fucking Hogan. But apparently that was the thing. Jim Ross thinks that Stone Cold felt that he didn't have good in-ring chemistry with Hulk Hogan. Like in-ring chemistry. Not on the mic, not promos, just in-ring chemistry. Enough to like actually go out of his way to make this match a thing. So I think that's what happened. The Rock probably heard about the opportunity, and you know The Rock, he's going to jump all over that because he knows what that's going to do.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, man, because I've seen interviews with Austin.
No, I've seen the same ones too, but maybe he's not. You got to remember, this is from Jim Ross's perspective. He's not saying that Stone Cold said any of these things. This is what Jim Ross thinks is what happened. You know, he thinks that Austin didn't lobby enough for it, and that if he would have, he could have had the match. But he feels that Austin, because I think Austin mentioned to him that he didn't have, he didn't feel like he had good in-ring chemistry with Hogan, and that's why he didn't probably go as hard to get the match. And then the match happens, and then he probably was like, fuck, I should have did that. That's probably exactly what happened. He probably saw the fucking match, saw the reaction, and he probably regretted it at that point. Because deep down, he knew that if he would have maybe really lobbied for it, he probably would have got it, because he's Stone Cold. He wasn't like just some fucking Joe Schmo.
Yeah, because I still remember, and rest in peace, God bless his soul. But when he had that match with Razor Ramon or Scott Hall, me personally, I was pissed. And I'm like, he's gonna get Scott Hall and freaking The Rock is fighting Hulk Hogan? I was pissed, bro. And it's one of the funniest stunners ever, though. Yeah. That WrestleMania, that stunner was. They
had a good match. They still went at it. They had a good match. It was fun.
Let's be realistic. Scott Hall wasn't all there at that time. Okay. He was pretty.
Considering how far gone
right now.
Considering how far gone he was, he still gave a pretty good effort. He did better. He did better than Kevin Nash, at least.
Oh yeah, no, Kevin Nash should have been terrible, man.
The Kevin Nash match was the worst out of all that night. Should we just get into the Rampage results, or should we start another show?
I would like to take a short break if possible.
Yeah, we'll start another show. So we'll end this one now. We'll take a short break, and then we'll be back with the AEW Rampage results. Thank you for watching, Dave. Thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that good shit. This has been Wrestling with Savage. We'll see you in a couple of minutes, boys.
Right back.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with